At 11:58 p.m., a voicemail appeared on a highway dispatch phone. The dispatch office was quiet. No incoming calls, no radio chatter, only the hum of fluorescent lights and the ticking clock on the wall. The voicemail was 9 seconds long. No caller ID, no location tag, no routing information, just a timestamp. The dispatcher on duty was named Claire. She stared at the screen longer than she meant to. Late-night voicemails were usually mistakes, wrong numbers, static, system glitches. But this one felt deliberate, like it wanted to be heard. Claire pressed play. A man's voice came through the speaker, not loud, not frantic, calm, too calm. "Someone keeps answering from the other side," the voice said. "Please, stop sending cars to mile 47. The message ended. Claire didn't move, because mile 47 didn't exist anymore. 3 years earlier, a landslide destroyed that stretch of highway. The road collapsed into the valley below, dragging guardrails, signs, and 2 abandoned vehicles with it. Traffic was rerouted. The mile marker was removed. Emergency call boxes were dismantled. Officially, mile 47 was erased. Claire opened the system logs. The voicemail had not been forwarded. It had not bounced through a tower. It had not been redirected. According to the system, the call came directly from a roadside emergency call box. Location, mile 47. Claire replayed the voicemail. This time she heard something beneath the voice. Click, a pause. Click, metal, slow, measured, like something counting. Claire muted the speaker. For half a second, the clicking continued. Then it stopped. Dispatch systems weren't supposed to do that. Claire checked the emergency call box registry. The call box at mile 47 was listed as removed, but for a brief moment, another line flickered beneath it. Status, active. Claire blinked. The line disappeared. She reported the call to her supervisor. He blamed a corrupted log and told her to clear the entry. Claire didn't. She had worked dispatch for 9 years. System glitches didn't whisper. Against protocol, she contacted night patrol. Within 20 minutes, an officer was dispatched toward the abandoned highway route. His name was Officer Daniel Ramirez. Ramirez didn't like that road. Everyone in patrol knew about it. Fog that lingered even when the rest of town was clear. Lights people claimed they saw moving through the trees. A mile marker that sometimes seemed to reappear after storms. Nobody said it officially, but people avoided that route. Ramirez drove with his window cracked, listening. At first there were normal sounds. Tires on pavement, engine hum. Then the sound faded, not slowly, like someone turned down the world. His GPS stopped updating. The road narrowed. Cracks split the asphalt like old scars. Trees leaned inward, blocking the moonlight. No insects, no wind. Even the distant hum of traffic was gone. Ramirez checked his watch. 11:57 p.m. His radio showed full signal, but the channel was silent, not quiet. Silent. Then his headlights caught something reflective ahead. A broken post half buried in dirt. A faded number still visible. 47. Ramirez slowed, because beyond that point, the road wasn't supposed to continue, but it did. The asphalt ahead looked fresh, not repaired. Fresh, as if it had been poured recently. Then his lights caught the yellow shape. A yellow roadside emergency call box stood on the shoulder. Upright, lit, clean, too clean. Ramirez radioed dispatch. "Claire, I'm at what should be mile 47. There's an emergency call box here." There was a pause, then Claire answered. "That box was removed 3 years ago." Ramirez stepped out of his patrol car. The air felt heavy, like pressure. He checked his watch again. 11:58 p.m. The light on the call box pulsed once, as if it had noticed him. Ramirez approached and lifted the receiver. Before he could speak, the box spoke first. "You're not the same one." Ramirez froze. "Who is this?" he asked. Static hissed softly. "I keep calling," the voice said, "and someone always answers." Ramirez swallowed. "Where are you?" he asked. A long pause. Then the voice returned. "I'm still driving," it said, "but the road won't let me leave." Behind Ramirez, his radio burst into static. Claire heard it through the dispatch speakers, and beneath the static, click, pause, click, the same sound, counting. Claire tried to speak. Her microphone showed active, but no sound went through. The system acted like she was talking, but the channel stayed empty. The clicking continued even when the voice stopped, as if it didn't need the call box anymore. Ramirez stepped back. His patrol car looked farther away than before. The trees looked closer. "You don't remember the first time," the voice said. There was another officer, another car. The clicking sped up. Click, click, click. Ramirez felt pressure in his ears, like sinking underwater. "Please," the voice said softly, "if you hear it ring, don't answer." The line went dead. The call box light shut off instantly. Wind returned, leaves rustled. Ramirez backed away quickly and got into his patrol car. Backup arrived minutes later. 2 patrol cars, 3 officers. They searched the area. No call box, no light, no tire tracks except their own. Only cracked asphalt and a faint marking beneath the dirt. 47, one officer stopped and pointed. Something had been scratched into the dust near the road. Shaky handwriting. "Don't answer it." The officers stared. Then the wind blew once. The words collapsed into nothing, like the road didn't want proof to remain. They left the area before midnight turned into morning. A week later, a car was found abandoned near the old highway route. Engine cold. Driver's door open. No sign of the driver. Inside the car, the radio was stuck on static. And beneath the static, click, pause, click. The abandoned car should have been the end of it, but it wasn't. 3 nights later, dispatch recorded another anomaly. No call, no voicemail, just a system alert that shouldn't exist. Incoming signal, no source timestamp, 11:58 p.m. The system attempted to trace it. Every trace failed, except one. Route, old highway segment. Reference mile 47. This time the signal carried audio, not a voice. Movement. Wind rushing past a microphone. Tires on asphalt. And breathing. Fast at first, panicked, then slowing, as if whoever it belonged to had stopped trying to escape. Beneath it all was the clicking. Louder now, faster, no pauses, like something had finished counting. A technician muted the feed. The clicking continued for 2 seconds after the mute, then stopped. Later that night, a traffic camera briefly came online. It wasn't connected to any active road. The footage lasted 4 seconds. Headlights moving forward, but never getting closer. The road stretched endlessly into fog, and on the shoulder, a yellow shape, waiting. The footage cut out. Back at dispatch, Claire searched the logs. The original voicemail was gone. No record it had ever existed, but a new entry appeared. Outgoing call time, 11:58 p.m. Origin, dispatched desk under notes. 1 word, answered. Claire quit the next morning. No notice. No explanation. She unplugged her phone at night. She avoided highways. It didn't matter. At 11:58 p.m., she always woke up. Sometimes she heard clicking in the walls, sometimes in the pipes. Once, she heard it in her own breathing. Months later, a transportation worker filed a report. A mile marker had appeared near the sealed road. Not installed, placed, hand-painted, uneven. 47. The report was marked as an error. No follow-up was done. Dispatch logs still show brief system activity every few months, always at the same time, 11:58 p.m. No audio, no location. Just a warning buried deep in the system. Do not respond because the road isn't gone. It's unfinished. And every time someone answers, it continues. It builds distance. It builds turns. It builds asphalt where there should be none. Like something is constructing a road out of voices, out of attention, out of answers. So here is the question. If the phone rings at 11:58 and you know you're not supposed to answer, how long do you think you can listen to it ring? Because if you do answer, Mile 47 might remember you.